We have 10 offices in the United States and China, roughly 20, a little over 20 different practice areas. We support over 200 applications on a 100% virtualized network. We've seen, believe it or not, like 100% data growth in the last couple of years. And this is mainly, I'd say, because of the DR initiative. So you're building everything twice right off the bat. And we're on an acquisition path that has brought, just quarterly, semi-annually, just folds of data more into the picture. For us, business growth is going to just fuel data growth. More matters, more cases, more data. More innovative applications, the ability to harness some of the electronic forms of case information that come in for us. We're going to need more storage, and we're seeing it. Traditionally, we had a data center with hundreds upon hundreds of servers. The servers are gone. There's only a few left to hold up the now hundreds of VMs, and those empty racks are slowly but surely being converted into racks for storage. I'll just say litigation support in general is one of the more innovative things that happens at the firm. If you can imagine what used to be, or come in for a case, just carts and carts full of boxes of documents and all this information that attorneys would have to comb through in preparation for litigation. Well, that's electronic these days. Without EMC, needless to say, that this would, even with the application to manage, the front end part of that, without, a quick, efficient means of storage, it'd be tough. So that's probably one of the more innovative things going on at the firm. It's just the way we handle all the electronic, be it email, documents, things associated with litigation. We have no standalone servers. If you look in the history of the firm, roughly 15 years ago, before the notorious Windows server sprawl era came upon us, we had roughly 12 servers in Philadelphia, and that ran the firm. Well, Windows, slowly but surely became the way people did business, and this growth, I think we approached maybe 275, 300 servers at one point. So today now, if you look at our Philadelphia data center, we have 8 machines, physical machines, running, several hundred virtual machines, and 2 extra that we kind of threw in the mix just for comfort levels for our Exchange 2010 environment. So 100% virtual, and in the 4 major hubs, we use Clarion CX technology. When I say I manage the production virtual infrastructure, as well as the disaster recovery infrastructure, I don't mean myself and the group of 10 people that work for me. It's me. So the more things that can happen from an innovative standpoint, I'm not designing shared storage like I was designing old physical storage, and that was the case, even with the CX technology. What's offered today is going to save us an incredible amount of time. I mean, when we go to literally rapidly provision, we don't have to think so much about what kind of spindle count, a lot of this is going to be done on the back end, and for us that's exciting because, again, with the hard times, even though we're blessed to continue to see growth, we need to stay lean. This kind of started out as just a play between the CIO, Larry Liss, and myself. And every time we bring these design documents out, there would be this original design document of the blank Rome infrastructure from 15 years ago and these 12 machines. And this was, again, before the Windows sprawl era. So this firm was operating off of 12, I won't say the operating system, I'll show my age, but in any event, older systems. Today, whenever, and it's not because we were trying, the number would still come back as 12. This is 15 years later. This is after the server count grew to like roughly 275, 300 servers. And we laughed. We said, it's that same number, 12, as 15 years ago. Who'd have thought that we would have grown to several hundred and still be back to the same number? So I always used 12 because I thought, if I can match a number 15 years ago, great. But 12 kind of built in a little scalability for me. So for budgetary sake, if I threw 12 around, it was a good number. But truth be told, it's actually 10, and that's wasting 2 for the Exchange 2010 environment. So, our several hundred servers are really on 8 physical machines, with 2 just kind of set aside for Exchange to be safe, a comfort level thing for the firm. So that's certainly a record. I mean, we're running with, a considerable amount of machines less than 15 years ago after growing to, a few hundred servers.